on a mission. Let me speak my intuition. I don't mean to cause no friction, making hits with no restrictions. Listen, I'm out to get it. People thought that I was quitting, been the hero for so long, I saw myself become the villain. Yes, all my verses written, it can never be rewritten. Leave no guessing, no predictions, I'm that good with my precision. Never paid a pass a visit, those times was really vivid. Left my back against the wall, I had to make some rash decisions. My vision getting bigger as I keep on, brother.
Shit, I can't complain, man. You know, enjoying this good ass weather, man.
You hear me?
Right.
It ain't too. It's too hot out here, but you know, with the wind blowing and stuff, it's cool.
Right, it feel alright. It feel alright, right?
Yeah, it's straight. It's straight.
But yeah, man, I just want to pull up on you, man. I see you with the Bomb Cypher chain on. You did your thing that night, man.
Every day,
you did your
bro.
fucking thing,
well,
yeah.
Every day, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
A lot of my folks ask me, bro, how you got your name, man? Like, how you get that?
Well,
where it come from?
It's BeezyRollEm, and I want to explain this for everybody. It's 3 capital letters in that name. It's all one word.
Right.
Beezy, capital B, E-E-Z-Y, capital R-O-L-L, capital E-M. And I'm going to explain why. Beezy, that's like, it's a normal name because my name Brandon, you know.
Right.
That's just something that I wanted to come up with. The Roll'em part actually is funny because it came from Kevin Hart's Seriously Funny, you know, the part where he was talking about his granddad, about that look in my eyes, Roll'em part.
Right,
so it started out as a joke.
Okay.
So I tried it as a joke, and then it you know what I'm saying, it rolled on from there.
Right,
and so I kind of flipped it because I thought about it. I really sat down and thought about it. I smoke weed. So roll. I roll a lot of blunts. That's pretty much where that name came from.
So yeah, man, this a lovely spot we at, man. It's Eden Park, Cincinnati, Ohio. Just in case if y'all don't know.
I ain't been here in a while,
But what's Cincinnati? You from Cincinnati?
I actually am.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, Cincinnati, man.
Born in Wind Terrace.
Okay.
Bethesda. North to be exact. Grew up in Lincoln Heights.
Okay.
Yeah, been here my whole life, man.
Okay. So you know, tell people about those neighborhoods they might have been.
Well, Wind Terrace it's better now.
Right.
It actually used to be better.
Right.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And that's like not even on a disrespect level. It was like you was able to actually be outside.
Right,
you know?
right. Moving about.
Being as a kid, you was actually able to be outside, ride your bike down the street and stuff.
Yeah.
With the way the world is nowadays, you don't know, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what it's like. I haven't been out there in a while.
Right.
And I go out there every once in a while. But
Okay.
as far as Lincoln Heights, I used to go out there when I go to the studio. But growing up out there was actually fun too. I mean, I stayed right on the same street as the sugar shop.
Right. He said so. He was the man.
Man, snacking down every day.
Okay. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Like, is any of that stuff incorporated in your music? Like, do you try to have that Cincinnati sound, or?
I try to. I mean, you know, I never try to veer off to another city or state without, taking care of my own.
Right. Fair enough. Like I said, it makes sense. Like, because you know, like you say, you think about it. If your city ain't messing with you, how can anybody else mess with you?
Who else mess with you?
Like,
you always want love coming back to your city. You never want no type of hatred coming back to your city.
Right, exactly. And then, like I said, when you think about just the whole dynamics of the reason it's so hard for people in Cincinnati now to do anything is because of that. You know, ain't nobody really caring about that authentic Cincinnati sound, you know what I mean?
Not only that, it's a lot of bad light that they shed on Cincinnati. They don't ever shed the good stuff.
Right.
Like, they shed so much bad. To be honest with you, I love it. I got it tattooed on my leg. I got all 4 mascots tattooed on my leg.
Okay. So is Cincinnati one of your inspirations? Like, the city itself, like, I ain't saying everybody, you know what I mean? But
yeah, coming up here is definitely an inspiration to me, because it show you a sign of, like, yeah, you can struggle, but it'll be fun while you do.
Right.
And that come up will be even more fun. So.
Right, yeah, true. That is true. Like, say, oh man, I used to be kicking it over on this spot. Now about that spot.
Yeah.
Sound like, what is original to you? Like, define musically creative wise?
Musically creative to be honest with you, it comes in many various forms. But to me, is that 2008, 2007 sound. I listen to a lot of Lil Wayne. Like, he's my favorite rapper. So I learned a lot of stuff from him, like as far as my metaphors and everything.
Yeah.
So that's what it means to me. Just being able to write, whether you write a 8, a 16, a 12, whatever the case is. Just be yourself.
Right.
You know, don't try to be somebody that you're not.
Nah. Right.
You know?
Right. I like that, man. I feel like a lot of times too, a lot of artists get caught up in trying to keep that wave going. Of
or trying to follow a trend or something.
Yeah.
Don't follow no trends. I don't follow no trends. You know, stay in your own lane. Whether if it sound good to you, it'll sound good to somebody that know you. I guarantee you that.
Right. Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
I agree, man, and I agree. Like I said too, and a lot of times, a lot of people I think realize how many people it is on this planet.
Yeah.
Like somebody always gonna be liking that style that you putting out and kicking, just because it's a different style that they ain't heard before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or it's something that they can't even in their own mind, you know, kind of imitate.
That's
You're
very
like, how
true.
this motherfucker do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you got this cadence? Like, like, or you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, how you flow like that? Like, so you know what I mean? I always tell people that, like, but you gotta keep it original. You never know what a motherfucker might like.
Yeah, and stick with it. I mean, it's cool to change up sometimes, but make sure you always keep that side with you. Like, keep you with you.
Right.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that makes perfect sense, bro. Like, you know, explain to some people out here who might not know what it is to be an artist and a father at the same time.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not a struggle, but I'm not gonna say it is a struggle.
Right.
It's fun, because a lot of times where I be feeling down about my music, I have my son come in, you know, he'll come and remind me, like, Dad, I want to hear this song by you.
Right.
It's the song that he actually want to rap on with me, like, or he'll be rapping certain of my songs. I actually did a show. I had him on stage, and he did the hook. So,
Okay. Little man getting it in.
It's fun, man.
Okay,
it's
that is
to be able to record or do what you do as an artist, and then come home and shut that door and be a dad.
Right. Yeah, that is cool. I guess that would be something special left with your son. You know what I mean? I guess down the line, if he's willing to become a rapper and everything, I guess it's gonna be the father-son duo.
Maybe. Who knows?
He said he'll stay in the game for that.
Might get it sooner than that. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. Right. For real. These kids is advanced now.
Yeah. No. For real.
But like, how do you balance that time though? Like, you know what I'm saying, of being, you know, a father and an artist, especially, you know, son might want to kick it with you, but you're like, hey son, I gotta write this song. Like, you ain't trying to neglect him, you know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, you want to stick to your passion. How do you balance that?
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even call it neglect. It's like, to be honest with you, bro, my son gotta understand it.
Right.
Like, we gotta understand it with each other. He know when I'm sitting there writing. He know when I got them headphones on.
Right.
Just
he said right.
Tap me.
Right.
Get my attention. Don't sit there and yell.
Right. Right.
But I have an on and off switch. I know how to turn it on. I know how to turn it off. I normally write when I'm in the bed chilling.
Right.
Or like if I'm in the car.
Right.
But when it's dad time, I'm locked into that.
Said, I'm
locked into that. There's no music.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right. He said, "Daddy of the year,
I don't
for
wanna
real,
talk
huh?"
Daddy of the decade.
Right. Nah, that's what I like to hear, man. And I feel like a lot of people, you know, they struggle with help from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of dudes personally, they first time fathers and they ain't had their dad.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So they trying to still be artists. They trying to be authors. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be digital guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Technology. So it's like, how do you balance that between your love and then your other love? Like, you know what I mean? Like, your one and your other one.
Well, there is different levels of love there. I can't say that.
Right.
My thing is, no matter what I'm doing musically,
right.
If my son called me, I'm picking that call.
Right. So you there.
That's where my love lies. My love for my son is a lot more than
right
love
than
for
anything.
his music.
Okay.
I put him way above this.
Speaking on the cipher, the bop chain got on around your neck. Mm-hmm. Tell the audience about that night. Like, go ahead, tell them what you.
That night was crazy. I was nervous going in there. It was a lot of talent. A lot of talent in that place, man. That night was going up all night from the start of it to the end of it. And I guarantee you that everybody that touched that microphone did their thing. So I want to shout out to everybody that did it.
Shout out to you. Real.
It was fun. It was fun. I didn't know that I was gonna be a part of the competition, but it was fun, man. I don't normally do stuff like that. I'm always in the house.
Word.
So it was a surprise to me.
Right. He said surprise you had to pop out.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, you know.
Right. So what about like even just winning it? Like, was that a big shock to you? I mean, not saying like you like confidence or anything, but just some of them up as I'm just going in here to spit. Like, I don't know what happened. Like,
to be honest with you, my intentions wasn't to go. Well, they was to go in there to win it once I figured out it was a competition.
Right.
But it wasn't in there on no with a vendetta towards nobody.
Right,
it wasn't, I'm going in there to be the best person. I'm going in there to be better than this person. It wasn't none of that. It was just, I kept telling my mom weeks and weeks prior to it, like, Mom, once I found out what the prizes was, I didn't really care what they was because I was just in it for the fun of it.
Right.
I told my mom, like, I'm getting that chain. I'm bringing that home. I'm bringing that home. And I manifested it, and it came true. I wasn't expecting to win because the guy that I rapped against, Javion or Javion, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but he had me nervous, man.
Right.
He had me nervous. That boy got, man.
Right. He said that group one was coming, starting to look like
he
the
ain't
whole
come to play.
Hell in the Cell type.
He ain't come
like,
to play.
You know what I mean? Vibes just where, like you say, it just. Any man could come out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that's cool about, like, the hip-hop game. It's just, like, kind of like a survival of the fittest. Like, some niggas be hot for a year or two.
Yeah.
Never hear from them again. Some dudes buzz up 1 year here, 1 year there.
Yeah.
And then they chill out for a minute. Then they come back, buzz up 1 year. Like, you know what I mean? They just always come back. So I just feel like that's one of the cool things about, like you say, the community of the game is that niggas is able to take their time.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got to rush to be that nigga. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's another big thing. Like, to me, because I'm independent, I bring out a lot of shit on my own. Well, me and G Major, of course. It's better that way, and I was explaining this to my girl the other day. Like, it's better that way because I'm on my own time. Like, I'm not on another label's time.
Right.
I don't have to have this project in by this time. If I want to sit back for a while and sit back on my shit, I can sit back on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to rush and like, I can sit back and perfect my craft as long as I want to.
Right.
And it's longevity. I'm not under contract with nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't get fired.
Right.
So,
he said I can't get fired from this job. He said not at my old house.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's cool. So talk more about that, being independent. Like, what made you, kind of be independent? Any advice you got for an independent artist?
To be honest, my advice to independent artists is if that's what you want to do that. Because to me, it's the best thing to do because you're not stressed out on nobody else's time. Like I was explaining before, like you're not stressed out on nobody else's time. You can actually take your time and do what you need to do. And that goes for rappers that got jobs, like me. I ain't gotta let my job know 2 weeks in advance, like, oh, well, I gotta have this project, so I gotta take off the No, I'm on my own time, which I write on my break.
Right,
30 minutes.
Right.
30 minutes. Something I want to get better on, though. Like, I want to get better on writing hooks.
Right.
Hooks is not my forte right now. Like, I'm one of those people I can rap to the beat and
Right, I see.
I want to definitely get more into doing hooks and
stuff. The hooks, right? He said, and let people know. He said, I got a more of a catchy side to me, a playful side. Because you gotta have the hooks to kind of have that whole combination of things. I feel like. I feel like a lot of people, they won't put you in that category of like making music for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? If you can't make hooks, like you only get basically like one group, one dimensional. I guess we gotta say. That is true. I want to do something that everybody can listen to. Like, I don't want just one specific group. Right. Exactly. But I guess, man, before we get out of here, is there anything else you would like to tell the people? Any advice? You know what I mean? Anything for the next cipher?
Next cipher, you know, just hit me up or just randomly add me to the group chat like you did. It's okay. Advice: stay positive, man. Manifest what you want and go and get it. Like I did with this chain. Manifest it, go and get it, man. Stay on your grind. Continue working. Take care of your kids, man. Take care of your kids. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. And, you know, that's it. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
He said, that's it. All right, yeah, and I appreciate coming out politicking with you, man.
Brother. I appreciate you for
because, you know, it take a lot to, you know, come out and, you know, put yourself in, you know, in front of the audience and let them know who you truly are. It ain't no more, like you say, trying to, you know, persuade them to, you know what I'm saying, kind of how music do, but more of an in-your-face kind of thing. So I appreciate you taking that time, man, for real.
I appreciate you even extending the time to me.
Yes, sir.
Next time, I'll definitely have some more to talk about.
He said for part 2,
yeah,
Bomb
sure.
Cypher Champion part 2, we predicting it right now, baby.